See what happens when you wear a hat for too long? This video is basically explaining. I don't really want to make a really long introduction because I have other parts to this video. Long story short, I got the car wrapped. You guys knew that. And it looked good to everybody else's perspective, but it wasn't. So the guy who did it, I'm not going to name any names or anything like that. For the people that know me close, they know where I got it done from. Yeah, so long story short, I got the car wrapped. I was looking around for reputable guys to do it, and I had someone hit me up. Like I said, I'm not mentioning any names, and they said they could do it for a great deal. And I said, well, listen, I'm willing to spend the money to get it done right. And, they told me, my guy's really good, this and that, whatever. So I was like, okay, well, all right, I'll take your word for it. I got a wrapped Avery gloss dark gray. Right off the bat, I dropped it off to get done, and they said they had to prep it and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, whatever, just do what you got to do, take your time. I'm in no rush. If you need it for like 2 weeks, it's fine. I really don't care. Anyways, so dropped it off, and after like 4 days, they were like, yeah, we're done. And I was like, okay. I was like, it's a little quick, but all right. So I went there to go pick it up, and I was looking around at the car, and I was like, okay, like, it looks pretty good, but it doesn't look as good as I was expecting. Like, I'm sitting there going, dude, honestly, the original paint looked better than this wrap. I was like, okay. So whatever, I went on through, just keeping the wrap on the car and trying to make it look, a little more presentable. I had my buddy Justin ceramic coat it, cleaned it up a little bit. As time went on, long story short, the wrap started failing. Started lifting, peeling on edges that weren't tucked properly, or just even they were, and it just still was lifting up. There was places like on the trunk that were burnt from, I guess, the heat gun when he was using it. There was scratches on my spoiler, which I wasn't too fond about that. I was a little pissed off about that. And just all around, just little things that were just pissing me off really bad. So I finally said, screw it. I tried to get in touch with him, and he wasn't really answering me and not giving me a definite and stuff like that. And yeah, so basically I had to eat what I paid. For people wanting to know how much I paid $2,500, or 26, something like that. I paid $2,600, and the car was wrapped, because you're about to see in this video me taking it off, 3 months, 4 months, which sucks, honestly, because if I would have known that it was going to be that long, I wouldn't even bothered. But you live and you learn. So as I speak right now, the car is actually at the shop getting a few things repainted. You'll see in the video me describing spots and stuff like that are kind of messed up. So yeah, this is kind of basically my video explaining how I kind of got a little screwed over. Whatever, shit happens, I get it. But if you guys are ever looking to wrap your car in the future, please just do your research. Find out if it's a good, reputable shop, if they have a ton of cars getting good reviews and everything just pieces together and makes sense. And listen, if you got to spend the money, spend the money, because I was willing to spend the money, but they told me, oh, we're hooking you up. Realistically, I think a wrap job nowadays, a good one, is going to cost you $35,000, $4,000. Depends on what color, the quality of the wrap. Yeah, so do your research. The only other thing I'll say is my old 5.0 was wrapped by a not so much reputable company anymore. They were at the time, but I've heard a lot of bad stuff about them. I had the car wrapped in 3M. It was Nardo Gray. It was 3M brand. And then I went from the 3M to this car was wrapped in Avery. Avery. It was wrapped in Avery. And honestly, quality-wise, the 3M was way better. So if you're looking into brands and stuff, there's definitely other good brands out there. Avery, from just what I experienced, other than the install being an absolute kind of shit show, quality-wise, I think the 3M was definitely better. So yeah, and the rest of this video is just going to be me going around the car, taking the wrap off and stuff, and just kind of showing you what was messed up and whatnot. So cut over to that. Back to black. Alright, so defects wise, yeah, this was all lifting up. You got all that. In here it's pieced together, it's a two-piece. This is kind of more somewhat understandable, but same thing here. That same thing was happening on the other side. Oh, so this is interesting. So when I was taking the badges off, as you could see, they ripped the clear coat off because I gave them new badges to put on. They ripped the old badges off, ripped the clear coat off of them. Didn't mention anything to me after I picked the car up. Didn't say a single thing. So they ripped this off, wrapped over it, put the new badge on. Nice. Same thing on the other side. Nice. Door came off good. That's starting to come off. So under here, thank God, isn't burned. But another thing that's really pissing me off is the fact that they said they prepped the car. The paint was spotless on this car before I dropped it off to them. They said they had to prep it, and you can't really see because it's cloudy out, but it is, there's scratches, swirls all over it. So nice. So yeah, it's just, this is a mess, man. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna start ripping the rest of this apart, show you guys when it's all done. All right, so the wrap's all stripped off. I'm actually in the process of, I'm not going crazy, I'm just kind of giving it a once over. My buddy Justin's gonna fully detail this thing after I get everything repainted. But if you could see, all that was not like that. I can promise you right now, this paint did not look like that before I dropped the car off to get wrapped. So their idea of preparation, yeah, all messed up. There's a couple spots where I couldn't get the wrap off, like right there. I gotta take this off, but I'm just leaving everything for now because I'm getting the rear bumper touched up and majority of it repainted. Obviously, like I said, when the badges came off, stripped some of the clear coat off. So fenders are getting redone. Front bumper's getting pretty much, for the most part, repainted. Because it's got a ton of rock chips all over it. And the front lip was color matched at the time, got rock chipped, and then when it was wrapped, I peeled the wrap up and took some of the paint off in some of the spots. So you know, same thing like I said with this fender. Paint came up there. I started sanding down here just to kind of make it a little easier for him to work with. But yeah, look, I could rant on. All I'll say is do your research. Look at that, that's terrible. My cars never looked like that. The last time my car's paint ever looked like that was the day I bought it. Ever since after that, it's never ever looked like that. So it's kind of upsetting how you know, I spent all that money and it goes down the drain. But hey, you live and you learn. So like I said, next week I'm dropping it off to get everything touched up, repainted, etc. So we're back to black. That's it. Sticking with black, and I may throw the cowl hood on. May throw it back on. I don't know. I'm 50-50. I was thinking about doing a possible if I do the cowl hood, I was thinking cowl hood with the 2 factory big black matte black stripes. Yeah, I don't know, possibility, we'll see. But for now, I'd like to just get everything all touched up, all back to where it should be. And yeah, I mean, honestly, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If I should keep the hood and maybe throw the regular matte black stripes on this, you know, the stock hood, or do the cowl hood with the matte black stripes, or without the stripes. Because I'm curious to see what people think. I mean, I love the OEM 500 hood. It's just flawless in my opinion, but I love the cowl hood on it. It looks menacing as can be. Yeah, so like I said, let me know what do you guys think. But other than that, I'm just gonna end the video here. Next video will be whatever once I get the car back, I guess. So give it about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. And yeah, man, this is why you do your research, guys. So, you know, if you got any questions, comments, you know, just let me know, and I'll get back to you. Peace.